Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Triple H has reacted after a new WWE champion was crowned on Raw, making history. He posted about it on social media. While the match had been a long time coming among two of the most promising names in the division, the ending was very sudden. Kai had hit the GTK earlier, but Valkyria had rolled out of the ring, preventing her from getting the win. The victory came when Valkyria suddenly hit her finisher, ending the match and making history by becoming the first ever Women's Intercontinental Champion in WWE. Triple H took to social media to send Valkyria a message. He posted a picture of the two of them together and congratulated her on making history by becoming the first ever woman to hold that title. She said it was time for a new legacy, a new era. With the star as the new champion now, it remains to be seen who Triple H books as her first challenger. No matter who it is, Dakota Kai will be heartbroken at having come so close. She still showed sporting spirit by hugging Valkyria and congratulating her after the match. The familiar roar of the crowd reverberated through the arena as Raw's opening segment played out. The atmosphere was charged, electric, as fans sensed something monumental might be on the horizon. They knew the stakes were high, and the night promised to deliver fireworks. But no one could have foreseen the seismic shift that was about to occur, a shift so dramatic, even someone with the experience and gravitas of Triple H would be left stunned. The WWE Universe was about to witness an unthinkable moment, one that would change the landscape of WWE for years to come. As the cameras cut to the backstage area, Triple H, dressed in his signature black leather jacket and headset, could be seen pacing back and forth. The Game had been involved in some of the most legendary moments in WWE history, but tonight, even he could not predict what was coming. The tension had been building all night. The WWE Championship was on the line, and everyone had been speculating about who would walk out with the gold. Seth Rollins, the reigning champion, had defended his title against countless opponents, but there was something different in the air tonight. Rumors swirled that there was a new challenger on the horizon, someone who could change the course of WWE history. Fans had been on the edge of their seats, but as the main event approached, a shocking twist was about to unfold. Inside the squared circle, Seth Rollins stood tall, confident as ever, basking in the admiration of the WWE Universe. His charisma, combined with his unmatched in-ring ability, had made him a champion that everyone respected. Yet, his opponents had become more aggressive, more cunning, and more desperate. The crowd could sense that tonight could be the night where Seth's reign would meet its end. Suddenly, the unmistakable sound of a new theme song echoed throughout the arena. The lights dimmed and a new figure appeared on the stage. It wasn't someone expected. No, this was someone entirely fresh. Someone who had never before been seen in WWE, but whose presence instantly commanded attention. The music blared as the crowd erupted in confusion and excitement. The challenger, dressed in an all-black ensemble with an air of intensity surrounding him, made his way down the ramp, looking like a man on a mission. He was unfamiliar, yet there was something about his aura that made it clear this was no ordinary challenger. Inside the ring, Seth Rollins had a look of disbelief, unsure of what he was seeing. Triple H, who had been watching this play out from the back, was equally stunned. He quickly gathered his thoughts, but it was clear that even the seasoned veteran hadn't anticipated this level of disruption. As the newcomer entered the ring, the tension was palpable. Without a word, the newcomer launched himself at Seth Rollins, attacking him with an intensity that took the champion by surprise. A few quick strikes left Rollins staggering. The challenger was relentless, picking up the pace and battering the champion in a display of raw aggression. Seth tried to fight back, but the newcomer was too much, and soon, the match became a one-sided affair. Rollins could barely mount any offense. Before the audience knew it, the newcomer hoisted Rollins into the air with incredible strength, delivering a thunderous finishing move that left the champion crumpled on the mat. The referee, hesitant but quick, counted the pinfall. 1, 2, 3. The bell rang. The crowd erupted in shock, their cheers and gasps reverberating through the arena. A new WWE champion had been crowned, and no one had expected it. Backstage, Triple H was in disbelief. He'd seen everything, every twist, turn, and swerve that WWE could throw at him. He was no stranger to surprises, but this was different. This wasn't just a new challenger. This was someone who had just rewritten the future of WWE in one shocking move. "Did you see that?" Triple H muttered, his voice a mix of awe and concern. "Who the hell is that?" A WWE official quickly ran over to him with an update. The newcomer, it seemed, was a debuting talent, an independent sensation who had recently signed with WWE under a secretive contract. There had been little to no build-up for his appearance, which made it all the more shocking. The WWE Universe had no idea who he was, but the impact he made in his first few minutes on Raw was undeniable. Triple H's mind raced. He couldn't afford to let this moment slip by without understanding what it meant for WWE's future. After all, he was the one who had helped shape this company into what it was today. He had built stars, made history, and elevated WWE to heights it had never dreamed of. But now, a newcomer had appeared out of nowhere, toppling one of WWE's most popular champions in mere moments. "I need answers," Triple H said, turning to the official. "Get me a full rundown of this guy." Stat. Meanwhile, in the ring, the newly crowned champion stood victorious, holding the WWE Championship high above his head. The crowd was still processing what had just happened, but it was clear that they were witnessing the birth of a new era. The cheers mixed with chants of disbelief. "Who are you? Who are you?" The newcomer, now with the gold around his waist, simply smirked, a look of quiet confidence in his eyes. He didn't answer the crowd's questions. He didn't need to. His actions had spoken louder than any words ever could. In his mind, he was already the biggest star in WWE, and this victory, this brutal, unexpected victory, was just the beginning. Backstage, Triple H had 1,000 thoughts running through his mind. As someone who had been a part of WWE's evolution for decades, he had always prided himself on his ability to read the landscape and identify talent. But this was different. The WWE Universe had been accustomed to the familiar faces, the stars that had made their mark over the years. But now, an unknown figure had come out of nowhere and shaken things up in the most dramatic way possible. Triple H knew the business inside and out. He knew that WWE thrived on unpredictability, on new challengers rising up and taking on the established order. But what made this moment so unique wasn't just the shock of the title change. It was the certainty that this new champion wasn't just a flash in the pan. No, this individual was something more. The fire in his eyes, the hunger, the sheer force with which he had claimed the title. Triple H had seen that kind of drive in only a few select superstars. A smirk crept across Triple H's face as he stood backstage, his mind already working to figure out the next step. "This kid might just be the future," he muttered. "But let's see how long he lasts." As the cameras cut to the post-Raw show, Triple H's thoughts were already moving forward. He had seen the arrival of many stars, but this was different. He didn't know if this new champion would be able to sustain his reign, or if his time at the top would be fleeting. But one thing was certain. WWE had just entered a new era, and Triple H was prepared to see just how far this unknown challenger would go. The game had just become a spectator in a new story, one where the power had shifted, and even he, with all his experience, could only wait to see how the cards would fall.